So yesterday's show, so yesterday during the Super Bowl, a friend of mine actually got to dance for Bad Bunny. And I forgot that his husband, who actually I'm friends with, Jorge Shalalpa, who I've told y'all about on this show, he has a series called Strange Love that, if you haven't seen it, it's a queer Latino um web series. I think it might be on Prime Video, but I know it's also on YouTube. Very raw and uncut. He even sent it to me, the raw and uncut stuff. So you see nudity, you see all that stuff. Even though you do see it on YouTube, and Naisha Lopez is in an episode, and a bunch of other celebrities. So um his husband, who played the slut on the show, actually Alexis, it was one of Bad Bunny's dancers. I might have to pull up the picture so that way. Wait, hold on, let me see, because I know there is a picture in here where it shows. Hold on, let me just make that. I might have to make that real quick. I know I should have prepared it. Now I'm thinking about it at the last minute. Okay, this is annoying because people always sending me shit on social media, and I gotta close it. But yeah, I was like, let me get this real quick, and then we'll get into it, because I wanted to get this picture so that way, if y'all didn't see him, and so yeah, this is what we gotta do in real time. I gotta do some actual editing and things of that nature. Okay, so I got it, and I'll bring it up in a second, but let's get through the article. So yeah, a friend of mine, Jorge, his husband, Alexis, appeared on, got the dance with Bad Bunny, among other people, but he got to be interviewed with Out Magazine, or Out, and basically broke down how the whole audition process happened and his experience dancing with one of the biggest reggaeton artists on the planet. So Alexis Vázquez, a professional dancer and actor of Puerto Rican heritage, spoke with Out about being his about being his experience. I think you meant his experience. Look, I'm about to proofread as I'm reading this. Like, please do your edits before y'all hit send. Anyway, Out about his experience as a backup dancer for Bad Bunny's 2026 Super Bowl halftime show performance, sharing behind the scenes details of the casting process, long waiting periods, and intense rehearsals. Now, Vázquez, an out homosexual man married to filmmaker Jorge Shalalpa, is best known for starring in Strange Love and dancing with huge stars like Tiana Taylor, El Alfa, and Deborah Cox. Now helping Bad Bunny make Super Bowl history can also be added to his credentials, and that is definitely a good look on him. That's funny enough. Jorge was the one I told that was nominated for a Queerty Award. He didn't even know it. A Queerty Award for his book. So that was the last time I spoke to him. But anyway, so Shalapa, an Out 100 honoree and Vázquez's husband, shared a statement with Out that reads, "These last couple of weeks leading up to the Super Bowl were a roller coaster of emotions. Seeing my husband Alexis on the biggest stage in the world with the biggest artist in the world, it was hard to not be emotional. I am so proud of him. I'm proud of the show they put together because it really spoke to the Latino community as being united, powerful, and beautiful. I'm proud of him for accomplishing his dreams." And ain't nothing better than being in a relationship with somebody and they fully support and back what their significant other is doing. It's like Jorge's out here doing his thing with the filmmaking and so many other things, and you got Alexis out here doing his big one with, I'm an actor and I'm also a dancer. So Out goes and said, we'll go through the interview. So it said, "Congratulations on a fantastic performance. What was your experience auditioning for Bad Bunny's 2026 Super Bowl halftime show?" Now hold on as I pull up the picture of where you can see him dancing in the background. Way back, see, there he is right there, dancing with a girl. Oh, speaking of which, one of the highlights in the moment, I was going to say, besides seeing, Alexis, where they had the two boys grinding up on each other and in the car door. I was like, okay, Benito, I see what you up in here doing. But anyway, he said, "It started in early December when I got the first email from my agents. I had no idea what it was for. We were told it was just a private call that worked for a month. between January and February, I was really confused about the events, what events could possibly be coming up, including the Grammys, the World Cup, and the NBA All-Star Game. So I went to the audition a couple of days after the email came through, and I realized what I was signing up for. This was the Super Bowl, and the artist that we were going to dance for was Bad Bunny. That's when it clicked. We did the first round after seeing over 200 dancers. We did day one, and then we waited a couple of days to see if we had a callback. About a week later, I got another email saying I got the callback. At that point, when I entered the room, there were fewer than 50 of us. So I was like, yeah, they went 200, started out, and then less than 50. He said it was a huge cut between the first audition and the second audition. I went in prepared and ready to give it my all, knowing that it was only up to me to book. So I did my best and I left feeling very confident. And y'all already know when it comes to Benito, he's all about the confidence. So, and then it said, and then the holidays passed, and then Christmas passed, and then New Year's passed. It was just a waiting game of desperation. In early January, I got the final email saying, congratulations, you're booked for the Super Bowl. So then they asked, when did you first learn you were going to perform at a historic event like this? And he said, once he returned for rehearsals, I realized, okay, we're about to go do something serious for the Super Bowl. And we already knew Bad Bunny was performing at the Super Bowl. So a huge light bulb went off in my head. I was like, game on. And then they asked him how long was the rehearsal process. So he says, after receiving the confirmation email that I had booked the Super Bowl, I knew that our start date was January 19th. We would then keep going all the way through February 8th. We rehearsed pretty much every day. We only had one day off. It was a lot of work, many rehearsals, and a schedule of 6 to 8 hours every day, sometimes even more. It was a very in-depth process because there were so many moving parts, but it was a beautiful journey. But that's crazy. That was like, damn, y'all rehearsed from January 19th to February, but it takes a long time. I mean, yeah, Benito was putting together this show months in advance because he's got to come up with all the ideas and with him and his team of what they got to do. And then y'all got that long period of you're going to be rehearsing for almost a month up until the day. And so they said, did you guys interact with Benito during the rehearsal process? He said he came in ready to learn his track and collaborate on making a great show. He did give us our props. He was very happy. Collaborating with him and creating a masterpiece has been a dream come true. And then they also asked him what was the general vibe between the other dancers who will be featured in this as well. Was everyone nervous, excited, or feeling any type of way? Was there a lot of support as well as intense criticism? From day one of the announcement that Bad Bunny would headline this Super Bowl, how did you and the other dancers navigate that chaotic rhetoric? He said everyone was great. They were all excited for the project. I can only speak for myself and not the other dancers, but I know that I was having a great time. The energy was amazing in the room. I believe that everyone knew this is bigger than all of us as far as what the message would come across. And I was going to say, like, you would think that, yeah, with something of this caliber going on with Bad Bunny, that you would know that this is going to be an iconic moment. And you got to realize that this is, at this point, this is bigger than all of us in this room. And we have to show up and show out. And I was trying to open up the damn video, but apparently it's not even opening up. I'm like, what's going on? Because I wanted to actually show y'all the video of him backstage. Oh, I got it. So we'll get to that in a second. So yeah, so like showing that basically, oh yeah, this is bigger than all of us, that it's about the message. This is going to be a shift on the culture. We got to do it for the culture. So this is a lot that is going to be put on us. And we just, like, everybody is here for a reason. I always looking at that when things are going good in life, or when you're put in a certain position, it's like, oh no, this is a responsibility that I have to take upon. And I definitely want to show, like, I'm about to be a part of history, and I don't want to fuck this up. So that's how I would have approached it. And then he said, how did you feel in the rehearsal process to be attached to such an amazing moment? He said, it's been a dream come true. It's such a huge, huge blessing. It was an opportunity and project that I don't take lightly with everything going on in the world right now. It feels humbling and an honor to be part of such a major project that will go down in history. Now, with that being said, I want to show you the clip of him backstage of Benito showing full gratitude of, after the whole performance and all the other stuff. So we'll come back, we'll play this clip, and then we'll talk. Please hold.
Gracias por esto. Yo espero que lo hayan disfrutado tanto como yo. Esto es por nosotros, por nuestra familia, nuestra cultura. Los quiero y los amo. Gracias.
Okay, here's the thing. First of all, I need to get my hands on that crop top hoodie. Because I was like, okay, now I was looking for that crop top hoodie. I was like, oh, I need that one. But anyway, so we're almost done with the interview. So let's continue. He also said, what message do you hope the performance will send to general audiences watching the halftime show? He said, ultimately, the biggest message, as cliche as it sounds, was UNITY. UNITY as a unity. Bumaclot. Okay, let me stop. You're not going to go on with Queen Latifah. But he said, everyone coming together. They come together in every nation. They said there's so much separation in the world right now. So the biggest takeaway is that we're stronger together. Absolutely. We ain't stronger than yesterday, but we're stronger together if we actually come in. I had to use the Britney Spears reference. If we realize that we have a lot more in common together than we do apart. So we need to come together and realize that we're better together than separated, which is what the oligarchs at the top want to keep us separated. They want us to keep fighting. So from a personal standpoint, what was it like to be featured in a performance that sent such a bold message? He said, it feels like alignment. I strongly believe in frequency, and when someone of Bad Bunny's caliber is in the same room working on the same project, it creates a powerful alignment. It's alignment, it's frequency, it's affirmation and confirmation that this was where you're supposed to be, no matter what your background is. Absolutely, because I truly believe like everything happens when it's supposed to happen. We all end up connected in certain ways when the time wants us to do it. Like we all wind up in these places, for a reason. I don't believe in happy accidents. And then there was a video that his husband posted where let's see, hopefully it opens because Instagram likes to play these damn games where Vázquez's husband, where Jorge's shared an adorable video in which Vázquez is seen chatting with his mom and getting emotional, because I think it was around the time when he found out that he booked the gig. There was also another dancer that appeared in the Bad Bunny thing where I saw a video of him where he posted posted a video of himself telling his mother that he booked the Bad Bunny Super Bowl halftime gig. So there's a lot of the dancers that's been doing that. I forget his name, but I saw that video yesterday. But yeah, here's a clip of this. Hold on.
Before he heads to the Levi Stadium for today's Bonita Bowl.
Que Diosito, mi Virgen y mis abuelitos te acompañen y que sea un exitoso súper. Y que te sientas bien ligerito y que le des duro, ¿ok?
Gracias, mamá.
Y aquí estamos, porque todo salga bien y mucho ánimo y Diosito va contigo, ¿ok?
Gracias, mamá. Sí, gracias.
Bendiciones, muchas.
Bendición. Con todo.
Bendiciones.
Gracias. Gracias.
Te acompañe. Cuídate. Bye.
Watch my mom give my.
All right. So, with all that being said, I just want to say, go after your dreams. Nothing is impossible. Like Bad Bunny said to the little kid when he was handing him the Grammy. It's just like, you know what? You got to believe in you. That's the only way that you're going to be able to get where you need to get in the world. So, and I truly believe that. Like, you have to believe wholeheartedly in yourself, because if you don't believe in you, who the hell else will? And it's like RuPaul says, if you can't love yourself, how the hell are you going to love somebody else? Can I get a hallelujah up in this bitch? But anyway, with all them jokes, congratulations, Jorge. Congratulations to your husband, Alexis, who, yeah, definitely that's going to look good on the resume. So, yeah, you could just walk up in the room like a baddie, be like, yeah, bitch, and what? I got to book the Bad Bunny Super Bowl halftime. You hoes can never, no, I'm just playing. But just, you can walk in with, like, get your big one, whatever the case is, and that's a good thing to have in your resume. So now when you walk up at other events and they see that on there, it's like, okay, this kid is serious. Because if you booking Bad Bunny, that's definitely a notch on the industry bell, performance bell. So yeah, I say all this to say, what do you guys think of this story? I thought it was lovely. I thought I'd share it with you all to close out the show, since it was heavily on the whole Super Bowl halftime situation. So yeah, let me know what you guys think of this story in the comments down below.